Well, Hard Knocks Episode 3 with the Oakland Raiders is a wrap, and we're going to give you guys our review. Make sure you guys smack that like button and subscribe if you're brand new.
Do it.
If you're ready, knock on wood. Let's get into it, baby.
Let's go.
And we're going to start off right off the bat. Early in the episode, we saw Antonio Brown showing up to training camp.
Yes.
Finally,
Thank
everyone
God.
was relieved to see him, happy to see him. He even hugged it out with Perfect.
Wow. We wouldn't expect that because remember, he's the one that took that cheap shot on him in the Bengals.
So that was really interesting to see. And what was really cool is that Jon Gruden, he's always had his back throughout this entire situation. He even said, you know, look, good for him for standing up for what he believes in. Yeah. That's what America's all about. So good for Gruden.
And I like that, man. And you know what's crazy is that this is not something, and this is new to us because you know the media doesn't really talk about it. But apparently the Oakland Raiders known about this grievance since OTAs. This is not something new. And Gruden even said, I don't understand why it's such a big story because we've known about it.
Right.
So this isn't, we just found out about it, but Oakland's known. So that's
and then we got to hear from Antonio Brown and how he feels about the whole situation. And he says he felt like an enemy of the state. Like everybody is just coming down on him and shitting on him. And he's like, you know what, it's time to get to work. More work and less noise.
Yes.
He's out there. He feels like he's got new skin on his feet. They're feeling better by the day. He's even working with some sort of like
analytics, scientific
working
stuff.
On, calculating his speed and route running and everything. What were they saying?
I think he said he ran over 12 miles per hour.
Right.
He ran less routes than another top guy, but he still ran more yards.
Yeah.
So that means pretty much saying that he's putting in a lot more work with less opportunities. And he still led the league in touchdowns. So
even at this age, people are thinking, we're going to see a slope of Antonio Brown. And he's like, no. The analytics say otherwise. Yeah. I'm still the top guy in the NFL.
You like how he didn't tell us who it was? Like he was like, this is another top receiver in the NFL. And everybody's like, what's his name? They're like, no.
Who do you think it was? Julio Jones? Hopkins, maybe?
It could be Julio because Julio, remember, he's not getting the production per se.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So that was pretty cool seeing Antonio Brown showing up to camp, man. And, you know, he was really friendly with everybody. He was talking with Richie Incognito, Jonathan Abram and stuff. So it was good to see that. And if you're an Oakland Raiders fan, that's what you want to see.
It felt like everybody was embracing him. Right. Everybody was supporting him. And you like that as a team. You don't see any, like, tension or anything like that. So it was cool.
Yeah. And I like that towards the end of the episode when he was talking with Jon Gruden. Because, you know, they're starting to bond a lot more.
Yes.
And he was like, you know, I'm feeling really good, man. You know, my feet sometimes, you know, outside in the hot weather, my feet get really hot. I gotta take off my shoes. And Jon Gruden's like, why don't you step into one of those chambers again?
He's like, hell no, never again.
So I like that. They're starting to bond more. You know?
Joke around, man. And even during the game, you saw them bond a little bit because he stayed right next to Gruden during that second preseason game, and he was complimenting Gruden like, "Oh, good play, man!" Like
he was getting everybody the drip. I don't know. He was like that, "Stop for the drip."
The mixture of certain Gatorade flavors, I think. Right. Oh man, that was cool.
So that was really cool to see, man. Because Antonio Brown, yes, he's still one of the top receivers in the entire NFL. Yeah. Probably will still. Who knows? Maybe he's still going to be the top dog even in Oakland. If he does, that'd be pretty damn impressive with Derek Carr. They could really use it. Another interesting storyline that they went over in episode 3 was the story of Darren Waller, the tight end. And his story was pretty incredible, man. Yeah. He's 2 years sober, 2 years clean. He had a problem with drugs and everything. Yeah. They showed a recap of back when the Baltimore Ravens had
in 2016,
Knocks, right?
Yeah.
And he was saying at that time, I almost didn't really give a shit about football. You know, he was just hooked up on pills. He was a pill popper, doing cocaine and stuff like that.
Anything. He said he was always at practice high. So, and what'd he say? He was trying to sabotage himself for the NFL to just cut him and let him go.
And here he is with another opportunity. And what was awesome about that is that, you know, his mindset is in the right place now. Yeah. He knows what his situation is. He's like, you know, if I don't make it, then it's on me. Yeah. I'm the one who squandered my opportunities. He's got this one last opportunity, and he's going to see what he can do, try to make the best of it. Even Jon Gruden said, you know, he could be an X factor for this team. He's really hyped on this guy. Yeah.
And apparently everybody in camp, all the other players, said that this guy is making a huge impact. He's making plays left and right, and he's probably the best player, they said, making an impact in training camp right now.
And he looked good in the preseason game that they showed against the Arizona Cardinals. So much so that Jon Gruden, even though when they took him out, he wanted to put him back in.
Yeah, because he wanted to give him his opportunities.
Because they were about to score a touchdown because the previous drive that he could have scored a touchdown, Mike Glennon overthrew him.
Oh, my God, Mike fucking Glennon, dude. It's ridiculous. He's literally wide open, nobody close to him, and is 10 yards over his head.
So, yeah, I'm really interested to see what Darren Waller is going to have because he's one of like 6 tight ends. We also got to see another tight end, Luke Wilson. Yeah. Saw him, cruising around the bay with his father and everything. In the boat, and he did really well.
He did in
the preseason game.
Yeah, they were making fun of his calves though. Apparently,
the little calves,
little tiny calves, chicken legs.
Yeah, that was pretty cool to see, man. So, yeah, that's the thing about watching these Hard Knocks stuff. You get attached to some of their stories, some of these players. You want to see them succeed and do well,
and you kind of learn about them as a person rather than just a player. So it's kind of
And so you want to see Darren Waller and you want to see Luke Wilson, stay on the team and everything. But they're 2 of 6 tight ends. They can only keep 4 of them. So.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
Come on, Waller, let's go, man. Let's go.
Another cool thing is we saw the Madden ratings
adjusters. They showed up, and that was really cool because they were talking with Jonathan Abram. He was giving them shit.
He's like, I'm best at everything. Yeah, like, it was funny.
And he was also hyping up his other players. He deserves this 90 rating, and over here
he was saying that Derek Carr should be a 91. Come on, Abrams. He has to say that, I guess, but come on, he doesn't believe it.
Yeah, absolutely. And they even talked with Darren Waller as well. And he kept it real. I liked how he keeps it real. He's saying, I understand my rating, because he was rated a 68.
Yes.
And he was like, no, I absolutely get it, which you don't really hear too much from NFL players.
Yeah, I was like, what? And what did he say? He said, I didn't play at all in 2017. He was suspended.
Yeah.
And then also, he's only played total of 18 games his whole
career.
At his
position.
Yeah. So,
at that tight end
because he switched to tight end. So he's like, of course I'm a 68. I got to prove. I like it.
I also liked how they had Frank Caliendo. At the very beginning, they had him show up and doing a Gruden impression in front of the entire team, in front of Gruden. That was funny to see. I like that.
What I liked about it is that Derek Carr went up there. I don't think Gruden knew about it, because Derek Carr went up there and he's like, "We're gonna have Gruden sing for us." And you see Jon Gruden like,
"I'm not
singing. What are you talking about?" And then you see Frank Caliendo quack in. I was like, "Oh my god!"
It's like, I'm gonna start cussing for no reason. I gotta stop cussing.
I'm gonna yell for no reason. Like it was perfect, dude.
Another thing, man, they're still showcasing Winfro, the wide receiver. Jonathan Abram, he was talking him up, man. They were saying, hey, listen, this guy could be like a Julian Edelman type in the slot. Everyone's excited about Winfro. I'm excited about Winfro. He looked great in the preseason game as well against the Arizona Cardinals. Great. I'm rooting for this dude.
He's got great hands.
Yes.
And he's a great route runner, man. And he's only 5'10", so he's got something to prove here. Because, 5'10", you think about that, and you're like, oh, that's not going to be a good receiver, but he's proven people otherwise.
A funny moment was before they were getting into the Arizona game.
Yeah.
I liked how Jon Gruden showed that tape of the Chargers where they fucked up the long snapper after the fumble was happening and the Arizona Cardinal was bringing it back for a touchdown.
Yeah.
I think it was a long snapper that hopped onto the field with the football.
Yeah.
And he threw it.
Yeah. Apparently
what the hell is that?
See, that's why you don't ever walk on the field until the whistle's blown. And the guy went out there, thought the play was over. And literally, they started running at him. He threw the football on his hands down. I don't know why. And, that was just hilarious, dude.
Now, getting into the preseason game, which we've already discussed a little bit.
Yeah.
But, man, Oakland looked pretty damn good against Arizona.
A lot better.
Derek Carr with a touchdown drive. Touchdown to Grant.
I liked it.
Man, they were looking pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And on the defensive side, dude, they were getting to Kyler Murray.
Did you see Abrams take on David Johnson's block? He knocked David Johnson back.
Pharrell, he was looking damn good.
Yeah.
I loved how the coach on the sideline, he was like, let's let Murray come back out for another drive. Let's go.
And then what
happened?
See him. And what happened when they did?
Safety. Joyner making the play, dude.
Marcus Joyner, a new acquisition of theirs. So
I mean, look, Kyler Murray, number 1 overall pick, and he can make you fucking miss. He can make some plays with his legs.
Yeah, he
could pass on the run.
They did a great job,
and they did great on him.
Yeah, because he did pretty decent his first preseason game. We saw a little regression there.
Mike Glennon, he at the first drive he missed the touchdown opportunity, like we said, to Waller, and we were just so pissed because we're rooting for this guy. But on the next drives, he looked pretty damn good.
Yeah, he did. He
looked pretty good. So he's showing that he's going to be the backup to Derek Carr, whereas Nathan Peterman, who also looked good in that preseason game as well, but Glenn is the guy. And also in training camp, during practice and stuff like that,
you
saw Gruden watching Glennon and Nathan Peterman when they were fucking up.
And he's just making this like fuck my life face. And they almost, remember the coach, I think the quarterback coach or offensive coach, I can't remember who it was, said, all right, do you want us to put Peterman at number 2 for this preseason game? And Gruden's like, no, he's not there yet. It's Glennon. So we're feeling like Glennon's probably going to be the backup, guys.
But no, it was a pretty interesting episode, especially when it got to the preseason stuff. I love the Darren Waller story. That was my favorite part of the episode. Yeah. And there is something disappointing about this one and this season so far. What is it?
The simple fact that I feel like there's no... where is the first round picks? Like, okay, they've shown John Abrams a little bit here and there in the second and third episode. He was featured in the first episode, and Farrell a little bit. But besides that, Farrell hasn't been talked about. Josh Jacobs
is nowhere to be seen on camera.
What is going on? You have 3 first-round draft picks, and you only talk pretty much about one of them, in Abrams.
Yeah, I understand. There's a lot of storylines happening right now with the Oakland Raiders, with Antonio Brown. You want to get into the Waller story, which, again, I loved it. But you can't find room throughout the entire season to talk about Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. Like, to me, I'm looking at
just talk. Just have a little interview in front of the camera.
And I feel like there's no consistency among the episodes. Every single episode, I felt like they brought in a new character for us to look at. And I'm like, what about last week? Like, let's build off of that character, right? Let's see a build-up from all these guys. I haven't seen, like I said, Abrams was talked about, featured really in the first episode. Second one, barely mentioned. Third one, he had, 2 scenes. And that was really it. What's going on?
I understand what the producers are trying to do. I guess they're trying to, get as many storylines as possible and feature those. But again, I want to see more of. I want to see Josh Jacobs. At all, and then Jon Gruden. I mean, he's been stealing the show since episode 1. I love watching Jon Gruden.
That's what I like.
He just cracks me up because I'm like, man, if I was an NFL head coach, that's exactly how I would act.
Dude,
That's how I would talk.
He keeps it real, and he's fucking hilarious about it, but he's also serious about it at the same time.
And then towards the end of the episode, Antonio Brown, even though he showed up to training camp that one day, he ended up not showing up, right?
On a Sunday. I think it was Sunday. Apparently, he's filed another grievance because a helmet he found that was less than 10 years old apparently is not approved or certified by the NFL anymore.
And it was at that point, towards the end of the episode, where we saw Mike Mayock give that interview that a lot of us saw earlier in the week, where he said, look, it's time for Antonio Brown to be all in or all out.
Yes.
There's a lot of guys here who are busting their ass. Yeah. Let's go. And then what happened?
And then, obviously, spoiler alert, they didn't talk about this in the episode, but AB did practice as of today with a certified helmet. And he's all in. Gruden says he's ready to go, and he's all in. So we're probably going to see that in the next episode. Thank God.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting more and more hyped about the Oakland Raiders.
I'm liking what I'm seeing.
If you guys haven't, go check out our season predictions videos.
Yes.
And you know what? Look,
the record change maybe a little.
The record that I gave them, I've been getting shit from people.
Yeah.
I'm overhyped. I'm too optimistic about them, giving them the wins that I did. Even from some Raiders fans, they're not seeing it. I'm seeing it. I think I can see finishing how I think they could be. So go check that out if you haven't.
I want to change maybe a couple, but they do have a really tough schedule either way.
They do. They absolutely do.
We'll see.
But we'll see what's going to happen, guys. Again, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe if you're brand new. Go check out that predictions video.
Hey, and don't forget about hitting that share button. Let everybody else know about the Sports Fury.
And we'll see you next week for episode 4.
4?
Yeah.
Peace out.
All right, yeah.
I was like,
too sweet.